Hi everyone, it's your girl Tamari, the Astro Fashionista. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't, please subscribe below. Press the bell icon for notifications and give this video a thumbs up. Today I'm going to be giving you our May 2019 horoscopes, and I cannot believe it's already May, you guys. I feel like this year just started. But this is going to be a pretty decent month. It's going to be a good time to get things done. We have the sun in Taurus. So first, let's go over the general astrological forecast for all 12 signs. So what do you guys think about my new astrological wheel? This was purchased from a woman called Kesenya Moore. She's an AstroLada astrologer. I will link her information, AstroLada's information, down below. She hand makes these, I believe, and I thought it would be the perfect thing for my monthly horoscope. So hope this helps you guys understand the astrology a little bit more. So first, let's talk about what's going on generally for all the 12 signs. So starting with May 1st. So the sun is currently in Taurus. And whenever the sun is in Taurus, Taurus is the first earth sign of the zodiac. It's my zodiac sign. My birthday was actually April 22nd, but it's not about me. So Taurus is all about being steadfast, stable, luxury loving, all about the five senses, being in touch with touch, feel, taste, sight. It's a very sensual sign. And when the sun is there, we're all feeling a little bit more in tune with those parts of ourselves. So that is a big thing for the month, of course. But on May 1st, we have Mercury in Aries. So we have Mercury here. This little guy is here in Aries, and Mars is actually in Gemini down here. And Mercury is the communication planet. I think a lot of you guys are familiar with Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is actually making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini, because those two signs are sextile on May 1st. That's a great day to put action behind ideas. The only thing is that Mercury is also squaring. It's making a square to Saturn, which is up here in Capricorn. So even if you do have a new idea that's that you want to work on, it's going to take a lot of hard work because of that Saturn influence. So just make sure that you're ready for the task. On May 2nd, we have Mercury again making a positive aspect to Jupiter. Jupiter is in his home sign Sagittarius, and Jupiter expands everything. It's the biggest planet on here. My sun got all messed up, so that's why the sun looks so small. But Jupiter expands everything that it touches, and Mercury making a positive aspect to Jupiter again reinforces the whole idea of doing something on a big scale, having a big idea, bringing something new into fruition that's going to take a lot of hard work. But remember, Jupiter is retrograde. So whatever is started right now might take a little bit longer. You might have to redo things over and over again until you get it right with Jupiter retrograde. And then we also have on May 2nd, the same day, Mercury squaring Pluto. So again, even though there's a positive aspect, there's also a more difficult one. That's a day that we should all watch what we say, watch our words, because whatever we say that day, we can't take back. So just, I'm giving you a little bit of caution there. On May 4th, we have a Taurus new moon. The moon is down here in Taurus, and new moons are all about new beginnings, fresh starts, really making your dreams come true if you have dreams, wiping the slate clean and just starting fresh. This Taurus new moon happens when the moon is actually making a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces, its home sign, right here. So that's considered a sextile. And so that's going to be a day that is good for putting actions behind your dreams, because Pisces is a sign all about dreams. Neptune's is all about making things dreamy and being harmonious. And with the new moon there, it really could be a foundation for bringing your dreams to fruition. And then on the second week of May, we have, on May 6th, we have Mercury entering Taurus. So Mercury's here, it then moves down here into Taurus. The moon is going to be moving because the moon moves every 2.5 days. It's not going to be completely accurate all the time. But when the Mercury is in Taurus, Mercury in Aries was very fiery energy. It was very direct energy, saying things before you maybe think about them. Taurus is probably the opposite. Mercury in Taurus is being very methodical about the things you say, thinking before you speak, maybe speaking a little slower, so we'll all be feeling a little more calm, which I think is great after this fiery Aries energy. So Mercury will be there. And then on May 8th, Mercury is going to conjunct with Uranus. So as you can see, we have these two big planets here. Well, this is the sun. Uranus is here. Uranus is in Taurus for the next 7 years, which is a huge deal. Mercury is going to sit right next to Uranus on May 8th. And that can bring an idea out of the whim for some of us. Mercury is all about change. I mean, Mercury is about communication, but Uranus is all about unexpected change, inspiration, just things moving pretty swiftly and out of the blue. So when Mercury is there, it can mean just a new idea, but it can also mean saying things just off the fly and not really thinking them through. It won't be too, I'm not too worried since Mercury is in Taurus, but just a little bit of caution. Don't say that I didn't warn you. And then on that same day, May 8th, we still have Sun making a harmonious aspect to Neptune. The Sun's here. Again, Neptune's here. So again, that's going to be a great day for like creative pursuits, being artsy, being in harmony, just really having just a nice, pleasant time, because Taurus loves to be pleasant, and so does Pisces. And when Pisces is in Neptune, it's at home where it's going to be for a very, very long time. So that's just a nice harmonious time. On May 9th, we have Venus in Aries. So Venus, the love planet right here, is in Aries, and that's going to be making a positive aspect to Jupiter in Sagittarius up here. These are two fire signs. It's what's called a trine. That is actually a really good day to be feeling good. You're feeling optimistic, but watch out for being a little bit too optimistic, because at the same time it's making that harmonious aspect, it's making a hard aspect to Pluto in Capricorn, which is, you can see Pluto is up here. So although we'll be feeling good for the most part, because Venus is a benefic planet, Jupiter is a benefic planet, that square to Pluto. Pluto is a very powerful planet, very intense. It's just causing, I mean, there's going to be a lot of passion probably that day, but just watch out for having passion with like the wrong person or something like that. Then on May 11th, we have Sun making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. The Sun is here, Capricorn is here, and Saturn's here for a while. Capricorn and Taurus are considered trine each other. That's a positive aspect in astrology. That's an excellent day for getting things done, because Taurus likes to work hard, Capricorn likes to work hard. The Sun, which is all about our vitality, and Saturn, which is all about hard work or in harmony. So it's a great time to like get things done. So really use that energy. On May 13th, after the Sun makes that positive aspect to Saturn, it's going to make a positive aspect to Pluto in Capricorn. That's another day for getting things done, to really transform things, putting personal power behind, or putting action behind something, using your personal power. Great day for that. On May 14th, we have Venus in Aries, making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini. That is actually, that is a really passionate day, actually. Not passionate as if those two planets were in like maybe a water sign, but anytime Mars and Venus hook up, it's like fireworks. And Venus is all about love, and Mars is about action and passion. So those two being in harmony can make it a really passionate day. Even though it's in a fire and an air sign, you might be connecting with someone on maybe an intellectual level. May 15th, we have Venus actually moving into Taurus. And this is great news, because Venus actually rules Taurus. So it's at home in Taurus, and it's all about, you know, feeling good, embracing your luxury life or your luxurious side of life, pampering yourself, being creative. It's really good for finances since Taurus rules money. It's a really good place for Venus to be. So that's on May 15th. On that same day, Mercury is actually making a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces. So again, feeling very dreamy and romantic. A lot of us are going to be feeling that way. But then Mars is going to enter Cancer, which is not the best placement for Mars because it's considered to be in detriment there, because Mars is exalted, which exalted means like on another level. A grand level in Capricorn, and Cancer is opposite Capricorn, so it's considered to be in detriment when it moves there. It's not terrible, but just something we might be feeling like a little bit of a slowdown, because Mars is all about action and vitality, and Cancer kind of takes its time to get things done. So there's a little bit of a slowdown there. May 21st, the sun is actually going to enter Gemini. And now it's a social time. This is a time of the year for us to kind of connect, form new friendships, talk, go out, connect with people, maybe do some short trips or things like that. I'm just going to move this here so it's more spotlight on Gemini. So the sun will be there. Great time for socializing. And then Mercury also enters Gemini that same day. And Mercury rules Gemini. It rules Gemini and Virgo. So it loves to be at home in Gemini. So this is really going to be more of a social time for everyone, especially if you are a Gemini or maybe another air sign. Okay, and then on May 29th, Mercury is actually going to square Neptune in Pisces. Mercury, again, is about communication, ideas. Neptune is all about disillusionment. It dissolves things. It can cause a little confusion. Yes, it makes things more hyper creative, but it also is not great for with things that are not solidified. So this is not a great day to make decisions. May 29th, I would wait until this transit is over because we're not feeling so clear. Then on May 31st, we have Venus in Taurus. Venus is here, making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. This is a beautiful day for like art project. It's a good day for money because Saturn is all about structure and laying a foundation. So if you've been being careful with your money, you could see maybe a payoff there. It's a good time to maybe make an investment if you're thinking of doing that. It's a good time to solidify a romantic relationship because Saturn likes to add structure to things, and Venus does rule romance. So that's a beautiful day as well. Okay, so now keep watching for more information about your sign in particular. Hi, Cancer. For May 2019, you're going to be feeling a little more social than usual. Cancer is not a sign that really usually loves to just go out and be a party animal unless you have some other placements, but you're feeling a little more social than usual. At the beginning of the month, we have your career house on fire too. There's Mercury in Aries here in your 10th house. It's making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini, which is actually in your 12th house. You may be working on something secretive in regards to your career or a new project, something that's going to change your career or destiny that a lot of people aren't sure that you're working on, which is great. It's good to keep things to yourself sometimes. So the beginning of the month, there's some positivity happening in that area for you. Then on May 4th, we have a Taurus new moon happening in your 11th house up here. Taurus is in harmony with your sign. The 11th house is all about friends, groups, or association. Perhaps it's someone that you met during networking that's actually going to be helping you on a new endeavor, or perhaps you're going to meet someone that's going to help you bring a new endeavor to fruition. That's a really good time to go out and network and maybe meet with some new people. Then on May 6th, Mercury is actually going to enter that area, again emphasizing the need for you to be out, talking, meeting new people. Mercury is all about communication. The 11th house is all about reaching people on a broad scale. So even if you're not making close friends, you should be making some new acquaintances. And then on May 9th, Venus in Aries, which is now in your 10th house of work and your how you want to be seen in the world. It's actually going to be making a really positive aspect to Jupiter, another benefic planet, which is right now in Sagittarius, the signs that it rules. And it's actually in your 6th house of work, health, and service. Excellent, excellent, excellent career day for you, Cancer. If you can plan some sort of presentation, even though Jupiter is retrograde right now, plan something that's career-wise around that day. Maybe you might be blessed with something at work out of the blue, or a new opportunity, or a new client, or more money, or something like that. I mean, there's not really much going on in your money house just yet, but this might be laying the foundation for things to pay off for you when there's a lot of Leo activity happening later on in the summertime. Then on May 11th, we have the sun in Taurus, making a positive aspect to Saturn in your 7th house of partnerships. This could mean possibly meeting someone new if you're not already coupled, through going out, all this networking you're going to be doing. Perhaps you meet a potential new partner, and it might not be obvious now, but it has the potential to be something long-term because Saturn is there. Saturn likes to solidify whatever it touches. So there could be a serious relationship, even business relationship, that might come out of that. Then on May 15th, Venus actually enters Taurus. Again, emphasizing this whole money house. I'm going to move this here because it's going to happen. There. Yeah, again, you're having some natural charm because Venus is in your 11th house. People are going to be more drawn to you. People are going to be more receptive to you. You're going to be feeling more confident when you go out into the world. So that's really good for you, Cancer. Then on May 18th, we have a full moon in Scorpio in your 5th house of romance and creativity. So this, again, it's seeming like there could be some romance on the horizon for you with this 7th house activity. And then we have the full moon happening in your 5th house. The 5th house doesn't only rule romance, it rules creativity, children. But with the 7th house things happening and you going out and meeting, this could be a really romantic time for you. Then on May 21st, the sun enters into Gemini. It's moving into your 12th house. You're going to be slowing down a little bit after so much, you know, going out and networking. I forgot to say that Mars actually enters into Cancer. So Mars doesn't love being in your sign, only because it's Mars is exalted in Capricorn, your opposite sign. So it has a little bit of trouble expressing itself in your sign. But even so, whenever Mars is in your sign, it's giving you a little bit more vitality. But you are going to have, you've had a lot going on. So when the sun moves into Gemini on May 21st, you're going to be slowing down just a little bit. And then on May 29th, Mercury in Gemini, because we have Mercury moves down here, it's going to be making a somewhat difficult aspect to Neptune in Pisces, which rules your 9th house of travel and education. It's actually not a great day to sign a legal contract or do anything that involves like people or travel. There's just too much confusion going on that day. But then on May 31st, we have Venus in Taurus still in your, it's in your 11th house. It's making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn, again in your 7th house of partnerships. And this again is a really good day for maybe settling down with someone, making something official, meeting a new partner, all of those good things. So I hope you have a great month, Cancer. Let me know how it goes in my comment section, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you.